we're starting off with a layer of our Bisquick pancake batter in our greased Bundt pan. Now I'm coming in with my eggs, and we are doing 6 whole eggs right on top of that pancake batter. You can scramble them if that's what you prefer, but I like them whole. I have my fully cooked Jimmy Dean sausages, and I already have this open, so we can just pop these out and place them right on top of our eggs. It's okay if they sink a little bit because that pancake batter is supposed to encase all of those yummy breakfast ingredients. So we're gonna do a total of 6 sausages with our 6 eggs. All right, and no breakfast would be complete without some Colby Jack. I absolutely love making this breakfast. It's super easy to just throw together all in one Bundt pan. You can do this in a 9x13 or in a spring form, but this is my favorite way to do because not only does it taste good, it will look super pretty. So we're gonna do that one, maybe like half a bag of that Colby Jack. You can do whatever cheese you like. You could do a cheddar, a mozzarella, but I love Colby Jack. Now I want extra protein in this, so I have some cooked bacon, and we're gonna grab our kitchen shears and we're gonna cut our cooked bacon right on top of our cheese. Now you can add some crumbles of sausage into this. You can add some ham. You can add whatever breakfast meat you like, some chorizo, but I personally love the sausage patties and my fully cooked bacon. Those are my favorites, and also my family's. Oh my goodness, look how easily this is coming together. Perfect. All right, now we're gonna come back with our Bisquick pancake batter, and we're gonna use the rest of that to cover up our breakfast. So it's all gonna be encased in pancake batter. You can do homemade pancake batter if that's your preference, but this is just so easy and so convenient. Great if you have guests over at your house and you need a quick and easy breakfast. It looks like I'm gonna need a little bit more pancake batter, so let me go ahead and get some. All right, let's get this finished up with the rest of our pancake batter. I'm gonna add a good layer right on top. Make sure all of those breakfast goodies are covered in pancake. So grab 2 of these when you go to the store, but this is ready for the oven. My oven is set to 350, and this is gonna bake for about 50 minutes. All right, now that we have our diced potatoes in our muffin tin, I'm gonna grab my diced ham, and we're gonna sprinkle in a little bit of ham onto each one of our muffin holes. You can do whatever breakfast meat you like. I just think these diced ham fits perfectly in this muffin tin, and also it is very, very tasty. My family loves ham in their breakfast, almost like a Denver omelet kind of style. So let's go ahead and get a good amount. We're just kind of eyeballing these things. There's no exact measurements, and that's the beauty of it. Now I'm coming in with my diced tri-bell pepper, and we're gonna add a little bit of that into each one, just like how we did with that ham. Diced bell pepper just goes beautifully with that ham, plays back into that Denver omelet kind of style, and plus we have those yummy potatoes. It's everything you would want in a breakfast in a little bite. This is so great for meal prepping, so great if you have, your family coming over for Sunday brunch. It's great if you're planning for the week and you just wanna make sure that you have breakfast ready to go in the morning. So let's go ahead and get these all in here. You can do an onion or a mushroom, but I think the bell pepper is my favorite. All right, we're gonna move that to the side, and I have 8 eggs here, and I'm gonna bring in my heavy whipping cream. We're just gonna add a little bit of that in there. About half a cup should be plenty, maybe even less than that. We're gonna season this with a little bit of salt. You can season this however you like. Whatever you like in your eggs, just throw it in here. We're gonna add some black pepper, of course, because you guys know I love black pepper, especially with my eggs. And make sure to get a good amount. It's a small hole, we need to open it up a little bit more. There we go. Oh yeah. Perfect. I'm gonna do some paprika that will kind of play into those bell peppers, and it adds a great little color and flavor. And then last but certainly not least, star of the show, garlic powder.
Always.
Yeah. All right, and I have my whisk here, and we are gonna whisk this all together. We wanna scramble those eggs, get that seasoning well blended in there, get that heavy cream well blended in here. And we only need 8 eggs for this because with that heavy cream and all those extra deliciousness that we just put in the muffin tin, 8 eggs should be more than enough to fill these up and get the perfect egg bites. Oh yeah, and I did grease my pan because we want to make sure that this egg does not stick. I think that looks pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks amazing. I can see the seasoning in there.
Oh yeah. If you don't see the seasoning, it's not seasoned enough, okay? All right, let's bring this back and it's time to fill these up. Just slow and steady. We want to make sure that we have enough for all of them. So start with a little and then you can always come back and add more. But look how beautifully these are getting filled up. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so tasty with the potatoes, the ham, the bell peppers, and now that great seasoned egg mixture. My mouth is watering. All right, we're almost ready here. All right, and those are beautifully filled. Now, of course, this is missing one thing, and that is cheese. And we're using cheddar jack today, but you can use whatever cheese you like. And we're just gonna add a nice little handful of cheese on each one. Yummy. The cheese is my favorite part, so I wanna make sure there's a good amount of cheese on each one of these. And then they're gonna be ready for the oven. Yummy. Next one. These are ready. My oven is set to 375, and these are gonna be in there for about 35 minutes. All right, that's 4 cans of our sliced potatoes in our greased 9x13. We're just laying those flat so that we have a nice layer of our potatoes. You can use fresh if you prefer, but I love how these ones are already pre-cut and peeled. Perfect. Now I have 2 pounds of my cheddar cheese that I sliced up, and we're gonna put all of that cheese right on top of our potatoes. You can use whatever cheese you like. My family just loves cheddar, and I had all of this cheddar just sitting in my fridge, so I had to use it. Oh my. Now I have 1 pound of cooked ground sausage that we're gonna just sprinkle right on top of there. This is some pork sausage, but you could also use a ham, like a diced ham, or you could use whatever kind of like breakfast meat you like, maybe like a chorizo. I know that's really good for breakfast, but we're gonna use that whole pound. We're really just layering on all the goodness on top of those potatoes, just like this. And if this wasn't enough meat for you, don't worry. We are gonna bring in some cooked bacon, and I'm gonna bring my kitchen shears. You guys can, cut them up with a knife if you prefer, but I'm just gonna chop up our bacon into small pieces right on top of our sausage, and then we are almost ready for our breakfast casserole. This is so easy, perfect for Sunday brunch, or if you have Saturday breakfast coming, whatever you want to make it for, people will love this. My guests absolutely love when I make this. Okay. I think that was the perfect amount of bacon. That was about 6 slices. Now I did cook up some scrambled eggs, just 6 eggs, and I kind of undercooked them because this is gonna go back in the oven. So that's why they're a little bit runnier than I would prefer. And I only did 6, but if you want more eggs, you can totally add more. I kind of felt like I needed more after I cooked them, but I only had 6 eggs, so this is gonna have to do. Plus, doesn't that look so good on there? We have our cheese, our sausage, our bacon, and now our eggs for this beautiful breakfast casserole. You have to get some veggies in here. So I have some diced purple onion that we're just gonna put right on top. I'm not gonna use too much. I did just buy the already diced onion because that's the way I like to do things. And then another veggie that I'm gonna add is some bell pepper. I love these little containers from Kroger that come with everything already pre-diced. Cuts your prep time in half. Okay, that looks absolutely beautiful. Now this is missing some seasoning, so I'm gonna keep it super simple with my favorite Kinder's The Blend, which has salt, pepper, and of course, garlic. And we're just gonna open this up and we're gonna go heavy-handed on our entire dish. Oh, I'm so excited. This is gonna be delicious. All right, I think that looks pretty good. And that's it. It's just all layered on top in our 9x13. My oven is set to 375, and this is gonna be in there for about 35 to 40 minutes. All right, those were my 9 eggs in my silicone muffin tins. Next, I'm gonna come in with some bacon bits, and I'm gonna sprinkle on some bacon bits on about half of these little eggs. Now, I am using a whole eggs because that's how I like my eggs, but you can scramble these if you prefer. And as far as meat goes, I'm using bacon on the first half, and then I'm gonna use ground sausage for the second half. All right, and then just like we did with the bacon bits, we're just gonna add a scoop of that. These muffin liners are perfect because they fit the egg and all the extras. Don't these look super delicious? Such an easy and delicious air fryer breakfast. Now with my bacon bits, I'm gonna add a little bit of red onion because we do need to get some veggies early in the morning. Keep it healthy, keep it light. This is gonna be so delicious. But just like with the meats, you can do whatever veggie you like with this. You could do some bell peppers, you could do some chives, you could do whatever you like. With our sausage, my husband loves mushrooms, so we're gonna add some diced mushrooms to this. Oh my goodness. And you can even saute these veggies beforehand if you prefer them a little bit more cooked, but I kind of like them to have a little bit of texture, so that's why I'm keeping them raw, and they'll cook a little bit in the air fryer. Yum. All right, and then I have here Kinder's The Blend, which is salt, pepper, and garlic, and we're gonna season this whole entire thing with our seasoning, and you can even add some fresh garlic or whatever you like to this, but I think these are gonna be so delicious. Now the only thing this is missing, some cheese. Now for that bacon, I'm gonna add some sharp cheddar, and you can add as much or as little as you like. This is gonna create a nice little toasted top of our little egg bites that really pulls everything together. I am so excited to eat these. For our sausage, I just had this Mexican cheese left over in my fridge, so I'm gonna add the Mexican cheese to the sausage ones, but you can use whatever cheese you like, a mozzarella, a white cheddar, a Swiss. I think a Swiss would be really good on these mushroom ones, but I didn't have any, so the Mexican cheddar is gonna be just enough. But that is it. Our little individual easy breakfast in the air fryer is ready to start cooking. We're gonna turn this on. We're gonna set our air fryer to air fry. The temperature is gonna be 350. And then the time is gonna be about 10 to 12 minutes. We'll check it at 10. All right, this is ready. We let it cool down for just a little bit, but it is time to flip this onto our plate. Get that down. Give it a little. Ooh, look how beautifully golden our pancake mix came out. Oh my goodness. Now, this is optional, but I am a savory, sweet kind of girl, and I need some syrup on my breakfast. And my family agrees. So we're gonna do a nice little drizzle for our all-in-one breakfast. Ooh, she came out better than expected. So let's go ahead and cut a slice so we can see all that goodness that we got in there. Oh my goodness, look at that. It does not get any better than an all-in-one breakfast. Woo! I'm so excited to give this a try. That looks like the perfect bite. That is so good. Oh my gosh, you guys will love this. All right, so we actually left these in there closer to 45 minutes, but they smell absolutely incredible. I have my little plate here, and we're gonna go ahead and kind of just pop one of these out. It should be relatively easy since we greased our muffin tin. All right, perfect, came out beautiful. Now I'm gonna top mine with some sriracha. Obviously this is optional, but I love sriracha on my breakfast. Yummy. All right, our little potato egg bites twist on a Denver is ready to enjoy. And look at that inside, it's perfectly cooked.
It smells delicious.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good.
Is it good?
That is incredible. Such a delicious and easy breakfast. You have to try it. Oh my, this smells incredible. Oh, so this is kind of like a play on nachos, but breakfast themed. So I am gonna top mine with a little bit of pico, but you can top this with whatever you want. Some sriracha, some cheese sauce, some ranch, whatever you like for your breakfast, some aioli. But I think pico is gonna go beautifully with all those other flavors. And that's what I want. So we have kind of the potatoes as like our chip, and then the cheese obviously, and then we got some meats on there, and the eggs make it extra breakfasty, but that is it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I think I'm gonna go like for right here, because I don't know, this part just looks so good. Oh yeah. Delicious. Whew. Potatoes, cheese, sausage, egg, bacon, veggies. I am so excited to try this. Oh, those potatoes are so soft. Wow. Oh my goodness. I thought I added too much cheese, but that cheese with those potatoes, incredible, you guys. Like, this is a must try. All right, we're actually gonna stop this early because look at these. Oh my goodness, they cooked perfectly. So that was about 8 or 9 minutes instead of the 10 to 12. And let's go ahead and grab these. I'm gonna start off with one of each kind. Oh, they look so good. And the best part about the silicone is they just pop right out. Oh my goodness, look how good those look. Let's go ahead and turn them over. Woo! Woo! And then I'm gonna top mine with some sriracha. This is obviously optional. And then let's cut into these. Oh, look at that beautiful runny yolk. That is exactly what I wanted. Obviously, you can cook it for a little bit longer if you don't want it as runny, but I think that's gonna be incredible. Oh my goodness. That is so good. You guys have to try this.